Check your WhatsApp, oh.
Literally watch.
I responded.
Oh, yeah, check, please. It's urgent.
Oh my God.
That's the question. Okay.
Okay, Ben, I'll be only giving.
This Mohbad case, let's bring the right people in. And they don't want to be anything in whatever you do. Your hands are full. Let's get it back. It's for Mohbad. It's justice for Nigeria. Justice for Nigeria. We need to get that straight. Don't get it straight to defend ourselves.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Let's see.
Yes.
Man, I just want to ask. If we're looking at the right, according to you, man, which people are you still? I know you.
The right here. The right.
Do speak federal, please mute.
Okay. I'll give you an example. I've been part of Justice for Mohbad, but I never belonged to any group. And I'm not interested in any group. The only group I got involved with was the one for reconciliation.
Check the meaning. What tí mo ti pè ẹ́ látẹ̀ẹ̀kan ṣe bí ìgbà tí kókó pè ẹ́ ó gbọ́.
Mo bọ́ta ni, sorry. Okay. You want me to mute?
Ó ti kọjá nítorí nǹkan tí fẹ́ sọ gan mi ti gbàgbé. Mo ti rò náà, mo ní ṣé kò ṣe pé Cindy tí àyọkọ mi báyìí.
Jẹ́ ń gbọ́rọ̀. Nítorí ẹ̀ mo ṣe ignore àbí.
Torí mi ìmọ̀kan tó fa sí finish yìí o.
Mo bọ́ta ni, sorry.
I thought as much actually because I was actually yelling.
Yeah.
I'm not to respond. Mo ti wò pé o sì ń bẹ̀ ni.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. So
yeah, I wanted to say something, but I forgotten because it was at that point.
Taking that padà sẹ́yìn díẹ̀ ni.
Wọ́n máa ṣì tún jábọ̀ mí ìjàre.
Okay then.
Wait, was the one for
Pythagoras. Pythagoras.
I was brought
Don't
in
go there.
for my
That is not your hobby.
Professional involvement. Goreski attended that meeting. Do you get what I mean? That's the only time I was brought in. And let me tell you, it's difficult.
I was there.
Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult. And Goreski, if you remember that time, you said we should try and keep this group. Remember? And I said, we are only mediating. Now listen, Yoke. One thing, I was going to say this to you. I'm not present on TikTok a lot of times, but trust me, there's nothing that goes on TikTok that they don't send screenshot. Or is it recording or whatever. Sometimes I come on to do, what's that name they call it now? Catching cruise. Something cruise catching. I come, I behave like an idiot, as a normal idiot person, just enjoy myself and go to sleep. Do you get what I mean? But the thing is this. There are people that they don't even want to be anything. They just want to be like a machine. Just use me. Everyone has now seen and they've realized that the justice cause, the team, they are very weak. And that's why you pick this one up here today, tomorrow that one is there. Nobody can cough again in Nigeria. We can cough if we want to cough. Okay, and I said something when Paparano was analyzing, and they said, I think, what was the word now? What if you're arrested? I said, activism and arrest, protest and arrest, they go hand in hand. If you don't want to be arrested, don't protest. And that's it. They go together. If you're out, you must be 100%. A lot of people have been arrested in Nigeria. When you go out, you go full force. But we need to now start. We need to start and look at where we got it wrong, where we need to adjust. We don't need to adjust or amend everything, but anywhere in legal term, we call it reasonable adjustment. And I think in nursing, they call it reasonable adjustment too. Anywhere that we think we need to make reasonable adjustment, we need to do it. Because on the other side, we are being mocked. We are being laughed at. We have been, look at it. Arifa, down. Veron, down. Westo on the run. Nika, down. In your analysis, what does that mean? We have been defeated. If you call anybody in Delta State, go and protest now, they will run. They will say no. In fact, if you call my family and they tell me, they said I should go and do this there, no, if you near them, that's what I will be saying. The other time when we tried to intervene, I don't know if Fola is still here, we tried to intervene in Ariva's finger. They sent a bunch of evidence to me. And I went back to her, I said, this thing is difficult.
Evidence.
I said, this thing is difficult. For you to know that we are making moves behind closed doors, even when we don't come on TikTok, Daddy York, I'll say this to you. When you came on TikTok, you were this very posh, very eloquent and all of that. Now when you go on TikTok, you just do bala, bulu, bulu, bala.
I want to say, put laugh now. Put laugh, what am I saying?
You know? This TikTok redesign ourselves. It turn us. It take you.
Yes, so Montoro, when you have been a boy, so much. Yeah, John got the Mohbad pay me.
This sort of funny, the money gets anything in my pen soon.
Kill any case I say.
My worry, mommy, and my sorrow, you
know, your daddy, very eloquent, very posh. All of a sudden, TikTok is taking people out of character.
Mommy, now your friend told me to that one now.
He took this TikTok, let me tell you, this TikTok took me out of character. And when I got tired, I called my friend Fola. I said, Fola, now we need to begin to think before we begin to turn to something else. Let's make reasonable adjustment. Do you get what I mean? So please and please, let's rally around each other. I can imagine if anybody take me away from my children one night, something terrible will happen in my home. I don't even have kids that is underage. Like Aminka, she's got babies. Please. Let's do something. And wherever we need to make reasonable adjustments, let's dive to it. We have to do the honest thing to get where we're going next. I submit. Thank you.
Okay, like you said the other time that even Guresi was saying that group should be maintained. Now, Mommy EOD, please, you are one of the strongest voice in this justice for Mohbad that I met when I came on board. So please, ma, I will still crave your indulgence that don't let the justice down. Whatever you can do that you've been doing, that you can still do more in your capacity. Now the subject matters is that we have Ayamyinka there. Today is still Salah. Tomorrow is when the whole everything will start, filing application here and there, So please and please, madam, let your line be open, and let us be able to reach you in case we have to reach you, and don't wait for us to reach you. Please, if there is any way you can help, I trust you, madam. When you speak with you speak powerfully and with authority.
Daddy York, now that things are this way, why haven't the lawyers on board at the moment encouraged Baba Mohbad to do a petition referring to the petition Ileoluwa himself dropped that indicted Elegushi? Why haven't that been done?
I think I'm not speaking for the lawyer. I don't know.
What's the major indictment that came to Elegushi?
Yeah. I think that petition has been resubmitted.
Yeah, for me, not resubmitting it. Okay? Ileoluwa is no longer here. That's the only evidence that we have. So if anyone is calling Elegushi, they are calling Elegushi based on the evidence Mohbad left before he died. So why haven't
Evidence at our hands, a very strong one.
So why haven't the team, the legal team, working with Baba Mohbad, evidence? I say everybody that has called Elegushi in this matter, they are calling Elegushi because of this thing that this my son that is already gone left. Why haven't they done that? This is not fair on the people in custody. It's not fair. Because that is it's a very, very, very massive evidence. It's not you that wrote it, Daddy York. It's not me. It's not Baba Mohbad. He's been in place since April, isn't it? Why can we not say everybody that has called your name, they've called your name? From right. Move. All these places, they've been blackmailed, they've been blacklisted, and everybody has just gone to their corner. Because that one alone is good enough to vindicate Arifa. That one alone will vindicate, that evidence alone will vindicate Ayamyinka. Because they are not the ones who called you.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on, please.
Regarding the...
Okay.
Good evening, Onyade. Onyade Oba.
I muted her already. Please, can you unmute? No, ó dà pé àwọn ọmọ kan ti gbé àwọn, I don't know. Hello, can you unmute, please? Right on, bóyá àwọn ọmọ bọ́n ṣe ń unmute. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ṣé recent one lélẹ̀ àbí recorded?
Recorded ni.
Ìtọ́ ṣe lánàá yẹn.
Oh, okay. Ṣé wà ní show wọn lénìí ni?
Mi ò mọ̀ bóyá wọ́n online. Àfi tí wọ́n máa check on.
Okay, una no fit do now. Na see there.
Yọ̀kì tó máa ń sá fẹ́lẹ́gùsì.
Una no fit do now.
Fẹ́lẹ́gùsì lórí platform.
Very rather people, they no do show today. Una no fit do, una no fit analyze anything.
Èmi náà ò tiẹ̀ voice yẹn ò tiẹ̀ sound. Yín náà.
Mo máa ń gbóhùn ẹnìyẹn bọ̀ mi ò rántí mi ìmọ̀lẹ́ náà.
Tell me, you no fit do video, you no fit analyze your own. You're looking for the one justice people have done.
Yeah.
They not do show today. You know they do show. You know they analyze women. You know how they call women, make women come talk.
TikTok, I will be on what live.
Okay.
Hold on, please. Ta ló fẹ́ wò wọ́n báyìí? Lómi tẹ̀ mọ orúkọ gbogbo wọn.
Èèyàn kan ní Papiano, but mi ò rò pé ó wà live, so èmi náà ti check it.
Okay. So without Papiano, na no fit sleep. Na no sit there. And they look for Papiano. Now the one now the record. Now na the fine. Go give Baba Gucci.
Papiano sí live now.
But Sister Tolani ṣe show lẹ́ni o. Gbogbo wọn sí online ẹgbà ti bà wọ́n.
Una no go see analyze now. All of them not dey live, but una no see analyze. Una see una live. All of them not dey live. Una dey find Papiano wey dey live. Una analyze.
Hold on, please.
Okay. Lazy youth.
The press release. Àwọn Sanṣítù. Ìrọ̀ ò kí náà sọ.
Èmi ò ní ìkàlẹ̀ tó jẹ́ orí kìíní wà lórí ẹlọ́wọ́ Kudis platform. Òun ló post ẹ̀ síbẹ̀. Àwọn ilé ìfún autopsy ìdíní kan oríṣiríṣi ìjà lọ́kọ̀ síbẹ̀.
Platform ẹjọ́. Kudi àti. Kudi. Òun náà mọ́mí lọ́ọ́ pè.
And they find Papiano, and I go they call Papiano. So now they find Papiano, and they find justice for Mohbad. People wait they like Mona go screen record them. All these people they buru.
But wọ́n ti kà fún wa nínú show tá gbọ́ tán yìí sí àwọn yẹn ti kà fún wa látànà wọ́n sọ pé ó máa jáde léni but wọ́n kà fún wa nínú show tá gbọ́ yìí. Àwa
Una be gallant pig, una no fit analyze this people on herself. Now they find the one when I go the screen record. Mona they talk, they record una for you. Me una talk, me we still analyze una.
Hey guys, what's up?
Okay.
The British, what's up guys? Hi everybody. What's up? Hello to share president, Tani baby, to a picture. Don't dada, baby, you dada. Do you have anything to play? Anything on top of play, you can play it, please. I'm gonna be busy for like 20 minutes. What is that? Anything couldn't you call rant? Oh, any share president in it. Tani, share wise merit near. Èmi ò mọ̀ orúkọ ẹ o pé mi ò mọ̀ wọ́n. What's your wise merit yẹn báyìí? She's wanted by president. Okay, I'll play Kudi guys. Cindy, you said 20 minutes, right? Ẹni tó bá ti lè fún president ní info 50K. Pọ́n àbí náírà. Okay, I'm moving your ship. Pọ́n, àwa kan. You know what, the British, do you know what I've been doing all day?
You know what?
All I've been doing is reply. Every single post on even your birthday post was reported. I don't want to talk about what you've been doing, you. Oh, not that part.
Reported why?
Oh, mommy. They just be reporting me up and down. Oh, mommy, what's up, love?
Fine, how are you?
I'm good.
I saw Papariano yesterday.
Where?
He was complaining when they told him that Soma is now with Mr. Muyiwa, that they're working together now with Mr.
And who is Soma? The mad scientist. Oh, Soma is now with Muyiwa.
Honestly, so Paparoni was saying that can they imagine these people, they come to your live from your life, they join other people. So no wonder he doesn't see them anymore. So man and somebody are working with
Bio billions. It's bio billions.
Maybe bio billions and no, with one woman. I think with is it not EOD? There's another woman. Papariano was so disappointed. You know, he just ended his show and left. I said he was going to sleep.
Oh, God.
Maybe somebody is amongst those who give him lion and butterfly and horses. So
I'm not saying we can play, and I'm not saying
somebody working with Muyiwa. That's strange.
That Muyiwa of the man is not genuine. I'm telling you, this guy is just.
Oh, it's not their business. So whether he's genuine or not, they should carry their cross. That's genuine. That's what Kudi is talking about right now. Muyiwa.
That's what.
If people are not talking to you and you want them to talk to you by force and the person to abuse them because
oh, no, don't happy, no, don't see somebody's friend.
Everybody that has time for you. And we can still work, you can still work with them as a team without talking to them. That's it. So that's it. But all this one coming out to drag each other and be if they like they hear some people they are business, I don't give multiple F about them. I don't care. I don't think women are going to go. So I give that multiple. If you come out with me,
you won't do it. Exactly.
I don't care. That's the whole boss. Like I yes, it's not this plan them, like plan them. If you don't know how to say come, I can coach you. I'm very good. I'm plan get that means so just say what give me anything. That's all. They care. Don't you care? Yeah, peaceful demonstration in Dublin. If by Thursday we don't have many people, it's not going to happen in Dublin. We want to, in solidarity with UK, that is Team Lagata and Bosman. They are leading the peaceful demonstration in UK and in USA. So therefore, we suggested that we can also just support them here. So there is also about the so what to encourage? Can you pass for this thing or bring this person down?
Mute, please. Can you mute?
So, the only way we can do this is if we have people, so at least when in Casé, are you on the 24th, are you in Ireland?
Please, you guys should go with bodyguard, though.
Bodyguard?
In fact, I'm planning to come, on the 24th. I have more than a different character. I have nurse, police, I see Prince Charles. I see nurse, I got them there, I see Bama. I'm display.
Oh, that's good.
Nice, but we are waiting for it. We are trying to work on it. Do you get it? We are going to try.
I get character. Professional kind that are involved in this matter.
Yes, so like a little drama, 5 minutes.
Yes, and all those things.
Yeah, it was one Madam Teresa that suggested that. No, was it?
That makes sense, though. That actually makes sense.
Yes, so it was nice. Because
but how will you people? Anyway, London is big to be able to get such things within a short period.
We are trying. We are working on it. It's going to be nice. We're going to have the each tag on it. The nurse will have the nurse at desk and the filler. Filler nurse. Nurse Muyiwa. What's the nurse called? Bossman, nurse, nurse, Fisher. Fisher, her name?
Auxiliary.
God bless you. And my was lying if you want to be the triangle by any. Yes, somebody will be there on that day. There will be a policeman there, there will be Agbawe and Bama there. And something else. And let there be also canvas. I want to find Bama. Only about canvas. Only about canvas.
Josini only about canvas. Le tennis. Elegushi compares tennis Josini.
Canvas to yes, even though blue go ma wambe no, so go ma wambe. I'm not to call DNA kids Daniel.
Oh God, like you call it, no?
That would be so nice. So at least they will understand that these are the things that, you know, we expected that they should have done thorough investigation on by the police.
Yeah, and we'll try. It will be nice. We're planning it, Joe.
I hope people. Well, no, we don't talk about us here.
Guys, these guys are boring. But I wanted to ask a question. And this is an honest question that I will ask everybody. And I want everybody to tell me, at what point... Okay, let me ask the question and then let everybody answer me. We're all fighting for justice, even though they call us anti-justice. Our goal is for Mohbad to find justice. Also, I know that most of us on this panel, we stand against the bullying of Liam, Wumi, Mohbad's mom, and Adura. So for me, I need to ask, what is justice to you? When will you be satisfied that you have found justice? Anybody can start to answer, and then one by one. When will you think, yes, I have achieved justice, I've achieved my aim? Hello? Oh, mommy, the British, nobody's talking. Are you guys thinking about the question?
I'm cracking bone.
Somebody should answer.
Can you say your question again?
The question is, we know that we're fighting for justice for Mohbad. We're also standing against the bullying of Wumi, Liam, and Mama Mohbad and Adura. But in this quest for justice, we've been at it for like nearly 10 months now. What is the justice that the person that is answering, what is that justice that you are seeking? Now, what can happen, and then what are you expecting to happen for you to say, yes, I have achieved justice, I've achieved my aim?
For all those who tortured and messed with Mohbad's life to be brought to book, and for us to protect other youth from it happening again, because what has happened here is for a lesson learned that we cannot just let people go anyhow in the public and treat people.
Okay. Mommy, I think she muted. I think for me, I've gone beyond.
No, I have not finished. Somebody asking me a question. I need to answer.
I got Pastor Peter Wednesday.
Good. Enjoy. So, as I was saying, what is there is, if you don't wish to, getting justice and making sure that, getting justice is making sure that all these people who in one way or the other, we know what happened, getting his royalties paid, getting them to, face the justice that they should, and to protect other youth from this kind of problems coming up again, and to protect his family. That's justice for me.
We'll give an answer in about 5 minutes.
This same question, what I asked them on one platform. That platform, I think, did you show me that I found myself the other day? because I put it to the
Which platform? Okay, with those guys, what justice meant to them? I think I saw it somewhere. Yeah.
Yes. And you see, because I believe that, and I've said it before, these other people, they are conflicted because of their expected justice. In fact, they are not expecting any justice for Mohbad. They are just here being dramatic and chaotic.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying.
Right.
I agree. And that's why I'm asking the question.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking the question, so that I see our mindset before we discuss.
It's basically the same thing Omomi said, was what I told them when they put that to me. Because, I mean, what is justice if the people who are responsible for the treatment, the injury, are not brought to book? What is justice if the bullies, the assaulters of the late Mohbad?
Okay, let me throw that question a different way. Do you think Mohbad will ever get justice?
Oh, well, as far as I am concerned, because of the type of justice I am expecting, I know that he would get it.
Okay, which is?
Which is the defaulters being brought to book.
Sorry, no. You know, for me, yeah, and I'm going to be very honest. Sometimes people say things and it affects you mentally, and you might not even know it. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately for me, today I was doing something and I was listening to one of them, yeah, and it kind of hit me that even though I've known this all this while, I've always known this, but sometimes you hear something again and it just hits you again, like, and the woman was saying, until Tobamu I need justice, and I thought, this is what it is about. Yeah. For these people, it's all about Wumi.
Yes.
It's all about Wumi. You know, so for me, after I now said, so if it's all about Wumi for you, what is it for me? And for me, justice will be found when Wumi is vindicated. Justice will be found when Liam and Wumi are able to give Mohbad his final resting place and a decent burial. Justice, it will be justice for me. The peak of it will be for me, for Joseph Aloba to have it in black and white, that Liam is Mohbad's son, and know that he ain't got anything to do with that boy again for the rest of his life. That is the kind. That will be justice for me.
Yes,
that is my justice.
You see, when you say Omomi being vindicated, I have a different perspective to that. In the eyes of the law, Omomi has done nothing.
Oh no! When I say vindicated, let me spell it out just in case they are.
I definitely get you, but I am putting the record straight out there. In fact, if I am to put it, I would say that for all these lunatics to back off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. You know, because they can't even. You cannot accuse her, not to talk of vindicating her. Yeah. So it's for them to show off. In fact, I love that we are getting justice by these people who are defaming, who are libeling, getting picked. It's part of the justice. It is the Lord's doing, and it is wonderful in our sight. So for me, we are getting the justice. It is them that
Diabetes, what is your name?
I've always said it.
Diabetes touch,
can never get the type of justice I expect. Dupsy said no, please, mute.
You speak Alexander lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì.
Oh, she do spin me do see. Well, I pronounce according to what she has written there. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. It's actually do spin.
Don't bite your tongue. That was a typical error.
How do you know? Okay. My tongue is good. Oh. My tongue. You can change it actually. Okay, do speak. Do speak.
I will change it.
Yeah, don't need to. It's fine. Do speak. You jàkadì tẹ́ ìwà ń jà lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì yẹn lágbára o.
Lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì báwo? Mo máa wá ní ìṣẹ́jú lórí
diabetes pain. Débi DSM lẹ́ ń ṣe ni. Diabetes pain. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Kí ló dé?
Mr. Bishop too like this thing, eh? You feel like it too much. Kí ló dé?
Nǹkan tábà tí ń gbọ́ kurukuru gbà tó jẹ́ pé báwa náà ṣe máa ṣe.
Mo wà ní iṣẹ́ ni. I just had of justice to me. Like, I don't know what's talking then. I think it's done that you see all these bullies, the ones that they have taken, at Antoshimako, they brought to book, so that among me will walk freely.
Freely, I swear down.
Yeah. Then all this justice for me again is for Elegushi to deal with them very well. That are giddy. You see, the greatest justice for me is when Buki and Coffee
they've been brought to book, yeah?
Yes. But I'm going no one darling. So many justice you have to join your conduct and what
yeah. That's what I wanted to say. That there's a lot of branches now.
Yes.
But mainly for me,
the greatest of it
for them. Yeah. Okay.
You see now down that did not let me finish. Me that was still setting it step by step.
Is the justice of God.
They don't sorrow coming. No,
but
Are you sure? Of all. Oh yeah, I am. The greatest of all is justice of God. Àwọn táwọn ò lè mú tí wọ́n sábẹ́ ibì kan irú àwọn tó búlì tá máa rúkú bóyá agbára wọn ṣe kinní kan Ọlọ́run máa visit gbogbo wọn pátápátá kan tó kù. That's it. Arrest.
So like I was saying, as far as I'm concerned, we've started getting the justice. And the people who will not get justice are these people. In fact, I have gone on their platform or I have met with them somewhere and I have left that message for them. So it's not the first time I'm saying
not with their attitude. They can't get any justice anymore.
It's not the first time.
They're not honest.
It's not the first time I'm saying it. Because their gathering is not of the Lord. Whoever shall gather, they would fall. So they cannot get that justice.
And they will keep falling.
Yeah. So that's being said. So in fact, the other time I was on same platform with some of them, or I was on their platform, and they were saying, "Oh, they will never get justice." I think it was on the TikTok scientists. Me too was there, if you can recall, where that's one. I think he was on Sakiki. That guy, I can't remember his name.
I remember the guy.
Yes, that was saying that he doesn't believe in any justice. And I told him, why are you here? If you don't believe in justice, then you shouldn't be here. Then I told him that the type of justice they are expecting, they will never get it. It's elusive. And if you go back, that's why they keep having this rancor in between them. Because the same thing they are doing, which was what I wanted to say earlier, the same thing they are doing to Omomi, they are doing it against themselves within their camp. Because Yorùbá go ti sọ, tí ọ̀tẹ̀ bá kó yín papọ̀, ọ̀tẹ̀ náà ló máa padà tú yín ká. Àṣé network ló já dandan ni. Tí network, money network, tí ọ̀tẹ̀ bá kó yín pọ̀, Oteloma Padatsui. So definitely their gathering is not of the Lord, and that's why they will keep falling. Their gathering is not for justice. That's why in between them, amongst themselves, they will keep being unjust to each other. And that's why were you here, Omomi, when they were saying they should go and swear? Kolobura.
When they were even Bible and kill or something like that.
No, not that word. Earlier today, Cindy was playing it. They said that Bura because of this. I'm telling you.
Yes. What's all they say? Is it that bad? Yes. What's telling you? These people's minds are.
Why would anyone do that?
So that's to show you the level of distrust between all of them. And it's because I was saying it yesterday, I'm still repeating it. You see, whoever is not learning from this Mohbad would never learn again. And wallahi, kosilori ne bande ankali for whoever is not learning.
She was married to a housewife. She's a houseman now. Her kids are houses. Her kids are houses, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why do you think I always speak houses with the British?
Oh, what you know? Oh.
So, you see, let me tell you, justice for me in this case.
Let me just quickly finish. Yes, it's the Spirit of God speaking through me. Especially they have egusi jebu pẹ̀lú sẹ́mu. How leg wa mbe. So I deliver message here. So I have a roll ti ba mi si ju ti tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad yìí. Because just as they are starting, God is striking. As they are starting, God is striking. So, if you have never feared God before now, this is reasons to tremble before God.
Yeah.
Same last week, I'm not even sure it's up to a week that Adenike Iya Farouk came out and was cursing herself and not among me. She ẹnu tí tó fi bú òòṣà ṣé kò padà wá fi kan iyọ̀. Ìyẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Look at Onírẹsì. Liam was 5 months when his father was taken away from him. Now they are claiming that Now they are claiming she has a 6-month-old baby. And she's been separated
from the baby
as well. 5-6 months.
And they're saying she's breastfeeding.
Yes,
he was tormented, bullied to the point that she couldn't produce breast milk. Right?
Yes. So now even the breast milk, except she's pumping. So that being said, Arifa was taken away from his wife to the point that he had to do marriage in absentia.
Yes.
When was told his wife has been arrested and he didn't show duty of care. He sat down there sweating.
Mohbad was taken away, albeit permanently, from his wife. But Arifa's wife,
they've not seen anything beautiful.
Arifa's wife is her own experience is worse now.
Yes. Over picture, she wear the light. She go travel out.
You see? So Tito be Ọlọ́run. In fact,
there are people that are sensible. But they are refusing still.
Praise Ọlọ́run, honestly,
because these are examples that we can use. I'm
not even done yet. These same people, these same people that will undress, that will go nude,
pray.
And pray and be shouting. And God said that his ears are not.
Mommy, they went nude though. They turned their cameras off, and started praying.
They said they would do it on 7 platforms and go and pour water outside.
Let me ask the question. They went naked. That what happened?
And that they were praying now.
For Wumi to be exposed.
And Wumi should confess.
They have not even searched their souls.
So
they're going naked because of themselves.
On social media.
Why are you lying? Is that the prayer? Come out for you, Belobel. Ẹ̀yin lẹ ń bọ́ sí hòhò. Then Shadura. And God says that his ears are not deaf, that he cannot hear you. Of course, God can hear, but he wasn't answering you because your prayers were returning back to you. There was nothing to confess to.
Hitting the roof and going back down.
Yes. And you were still not intelligent in the spirit to know that your gathering is not of God. You keep saying that, you are being victimized. Ẹ̀yin gangan lẹ ti ń victimize èèyàn for the last how many months?
9 months.
So Ọlọ́run wá dé.
Ọlọ́run wá dé. Look at these people and laugh.
May what happen to Mohbad?
9 months.
I'm telling you. So you are testing bullying amongst yourself.
Pass on.
Even amongst yourself, you are testing bullying.
With that, I wrote something about this thing that they have with OSHA the other day where they were talking about DNA. I did 2 videos. One of them, I spoke to them directly to say that they don't listen. They get angry. They don't have the patience.
They said they are lying that Inka doesn't have a 6-month child. Anyway,
I'm just saying it now. Wait now. So they reported me to TikTok that I was bullying them by telling them that they're talking bullshit. She doesn't owe them any DNA. So I hit back at TikTok. I said, TikTok, did you take your time to listen to what I've said, what I wrote, and I did an appeal and I wrote that they should go and listen to why I wrote that. They returned that video. TikTok to Joko, they've listened to why I wrote that thing. They've returned that video. Who is bullying who?
You get. So I am specially thanking God that for everything you all have done to Omomi, we are seeing you repeat publicly in the open. Shawari, anytime repeat kereo. And that's a promise to you from God.
Sorry, Freedom.
I want to tell you
quick one. Sorry, Freedom. I have a song for what you just said. I almost need to man calling. Ẹ̀dá tó wù tó ń ṣe rere láyé. Tọ́mọ Ádámọ̀ wá ń gba àdúrà, wọ́n á ń ṣe èpè fún. Iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ rẹ̀ á máa gba àdúrà fún. Iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ rẹ̀ á máa gba àdúrà fún. Ẹ̀dá wò tó ń ṣe ibi láyé. Tọ́mọ Ádámọ̀ wá ń ṣàdúrà fún. Iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ rẹ̀ á máa ṣe èpè fún. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ẹni wọn lọ naked wọ́n gbàdúrà. Iṣẹ́ wọn gbàdúrà ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run turn it to cause and back to sender for them. Thank you. That's what I wanted to add.
Thank you, sis. T-finest. Thank you. So, I mean, and that's just the beat. That's just the beat, the list of the things that
you have.
That is to come for you all.
Okay.
It is God's promise.
They have not seen anything yet.
It is
God's the biggest
promise.
one of it all. The one of the orphan, the child.
Yes.
If you know how powerful that is in the Quran, honestly, these people will not consider. Honestly, this is why I look at them and I feel sorry for them.
You see, mommy, not just the Quran, even the Holy Bible.
Yes,
the
Bible too.
Yes,
and I'm going there to say these two people, widows, orphans, because
it was because of widow. God has, maybe if I remember later, but right now it can't come to mind anywhere else that God said He is defending some group of people specially, but He said that He is the defender of widows.
Widow, yes. And Ọlọ́run sọ pé nǹkan tó bá ṣe in Quran, Ọlọ́run sọ pé òun máa multiply
because God said He will defend widows, He will be there for widows. Papa Mohbad should just accept his son.
Come and give me something. I don't have
car. So Papa Mohbad should just accept because Wunmi is a widow. Papa Mohbad should just forget about What happened to Mohbad? Mohbad is 9 months. 9 months, baby. Mohbad was 9 months. He was born 9 months the same way these people you are calling now. This Sokpo you are calling now. Do you know what is Sokpo in my language? Sokpo is Ashawo. Sokpo is Ashawo in my language. You don't know.
In fact, when the Bible says like heaping coal fire on their heads, that's exactly what they are doing. Because
that is why.
How do you even want to keep? How do you want to even pack coal fire and put on your head? So that's the illustration.
That's what God is putting on your head.
The strength of the widow. Let me tell you another thing.
That is what God is putting on your head.
Ọlọ́run gbà ní straight. Ṣẹ́rí justice yẹn, Wunmi máa jí everyday tó ń sọ pé Ọlọ́run don't let this go like that. So shall it be. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo àwọn tó dẹ̀ ń takò ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run náà ló máa drag gbogbo wọn sí. Ẹ mọ̀ kó tó sọ̀rọ̀ méjì sí, wá ló ṣe ń ṣépè because they know. Have you noticed that anytime she comes out to speak, they are worried? Wọ́n máa sọ tí wọ́n náà kò síyàn tó ń dààmú wọn. Níjọ́ bá bínú jáde, they are complaining all over the place because they know that what they are doing is wrong.
Let her tell us what happens to Mohbad.
May God grant us long life. I'm a gbọ́ sórí èèyàn mi.
Yes, now God will grant everybody long life. Let's hear what happens to Mohbad. Let her come outside. Let the Okpo come outside. The Okpo have to be clean before God Almighty will be her defender. She have to be clean before God will be her defender. Mohbad was 9 months
with the
old
way Muslims,
before. He was 9 months.
Northerners do things to God. Àti bí pé wá kí ni ti tiẹ̀ jẹ́ kọ́ lọ́n jàjà fún wọn náà. Eléyìí ti pọ̀ jù. Ẹ jókòó and you come and be say lágbára Ọlọ́run, you don't believe in God. And to come and talk of the Almighty tó wà láàrin wọn, Joseph fúnra rẹ̀ tó pé rẹ̀ ń pásítọ̀ tí ò bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run lè jà fún. Do you know that if I'm worried about anything and I wake up in the middle of the night, let's say about between 2 to 3 a.m., unless if I get up and do nafla and do tahajjud about something, done as far as I'm concerned. It may not be what I want, but there's a way God will answer me. That I will know it's either in continuing friendly, and I accept it. If I pray about something, I put it in my mind, now, coming to a father, telling why justice for me, which is big on, which I don't believe anyway, to why justice for me on this thing, what you're saying. You now want to come and tell us that may justice no why to why judge to do so and I to make fun of him. And daddy won't buy me talking like a fool almost here that adored you while he was alive. No, imitate like a fool. Sort of the one who first saw me Mohbad saying so I'm sort of Wallahi, wallahi, what number 2? Hey, you go see God hand, honestly.
Definitely.
That wasn't right. Gbogbo nǹkan tó lọ́kùnrin yẹn ṣe tí ò believe Ọlọ́run lè jà fún un, there's nothing to lè ṣe.
Okay, me, you let Mohbad go like that.
Because in the first place, báwo làwọn Hausa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ mọ bí ṣe máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ do gàràgà àdàbà.
Evil people, you guys are evil. Your heart is like a slack prison.
Fight for justice, but you make your, your prayers known that this is what I want the government to do for me. Please help me put the people that did this to my son to justice. Pray about it. What they teach, as in they set up a panel, they did everything, but even after I don't set up,
can you accept it, mommy? Can you, if your son back, your glory son back, will you accept that one? May what happen to Mohbad visit all of you tonight, so that people will know whether what government did is right or
when
not.
This thing is over,
You will test of it as many as you have tonight. Test of
for
sugar.
those who don't understand Yoruba and the pro Joseph Aloba, I am saying that your patron, your granddad, that asked God for a grandchild and God gave him. He came out to deny that child before God.
The same child that you beg God for.
Yes.
Is it
that one that will not do something against government?
Yes. Ọmọ ìlú wa ń ṣe ló wá kọjú ìjà sí Ọlọ́run máa kọjú ìjà sí ẹjọ́ sí.
Ọlọ́run máa kọjú ìjà sí gbogbo yín tẹ́ wà ní
when I see all these things,
Ọlọ́run máa kọjú ìjà sí TNM. Àbọ́lọ́run ti kọjú ìjà sí.
Ó ti kọjú ìjà sí torí ọkùnrin balẹ̀.
Have you seen the way he's looking now?
Ìkí fẹ́ ń tarọ̀ tẹ́wọ̀n èèyàn bá ń sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣọ́lọ́run wá sí kọjú ìjà sí tẹ́lẹ̀. Mo máa ń láì kí n quiet táwọn èèyàn bá ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Pé kò fresh mọ́, ọkùnrin ò balẹ̀ mọ́.
Ẹ wá lọ́lọ́run ò tí ì kọjú ìjà sí, tó bá tún máa kọjú ìjà sí ńkọ́.
Ọlọ́run máa kọjú ìjà sí gbogbo family àwọn ọmọ yín, àwọn ọmọ yín,
ọkùnrin ò balẹ̀.
And now that thing, God answered my prayer and granted it to me. It's like my so padà sọ́lọ́run pé nǹkan tí mo bèrè nǹkan yìí. Àbí nǹkan tí I still don't get it gan.
Gbogbo àwọn fine line tó wà ní gbogbo forehead yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ tó ti disappear, gbogbo ẹ̀ ti ń padà wá.
Gbogbo deep crease tó wà ní face ẹ̀. Mo kàn ń wò bá that man that was looking so fresh, so bounce. All of a sudden,
àjòkó àná gbogbo ẹsẹ̀, akásẹ̀ aká gbogbo ọwọ́ aká sórí chair, kò lè jókòó properly, kò jókòó like a gentleman.
Now
bring out your husband
with 1 million
bring
years
that your very husband, call husband when you are married. Una bring that to our husband come outside, or the person
in fact, ṣé tí ẹ̀dẹ̀ blue sọ̀rọ̀ ó dàgbé òwe Yorùbá yẹn wá síbi ní ọkọ̀ adìyẹ tó ó jókòó bí adìyẹ tó bà lóko ara orókù ara ọ̀rẹ́ adìyẹ
níṣẹ́ ara dẹ̀ ti ń ro all rounder. Àjọpọ̀ bá lọ gbogbo ẹsẹ̀ ní akásẹ̀ sórí tí mo akásẹ̀ sórí tí a.
What it means, TNM, what it means,
something that you're supposed to come together as a family.
The okun is not at ease. So
okay,
it
is not bullying now.
No.
Your husband is not at ease.
You know what it means when you're on a rope.
Your mind
swinging. You're swinging.
Yes, that's where he is right now. His mind will touch ground though. Okay, bye lower. Tẹ́lẹ̀ kó tẹ́lẹ̀ àṣà jáde ní ò tí ẹ lè sùn sí owó ilé mi ni mò ń wá kò tí ẹ lè sọ jáde mọ́.
Another thing, power of the mind. Another thing that just came to mind as we were just talking right now, I just heard
so that you will know how
the Dracula of Manchester. I heard her voice in my head and I saw her face saying, "Walo bere tobe, ashejo si lo bawi." Because at this point, Josie Gallo wo bere tobe. his intention was just to get Omowumi out, drag her.
The British babe. Some of it, just like we've been saying, yeah, justice, Ọlọ́run ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Because when you look at these people, at times when they join all those their groups and chats and whatever, and they come together to make these plans on how to go, on how to do harm, and all of a sudden, just one person will just come online and say, ẹ̀yin nǹkan bye, ló ṣẹlẹ̀, ìjà dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Just like Bible said it, as long as the gathering is not of him, they will always scatter. And to buy really, you don't pay any pastor, to go no, you can't get pastor, you can't your pastor. To buy really all one in that they pray and they listen to God. That's him up. If you don't want the Lord is not there, and that is why. And when you look at people fighting people who are supporting women, I'm not saying we don't have our frictions. Don't get me wrong.
We
are humans. We were all brought up differently, and at times when you come together, especially women, definitely there's going to be clash. But when you look at it, people all make a plan. People that under is normal. Our group. Àwọn sọ pé àwa plan pé ká wá ṣe báyìí fáwọn òjòsí ká lọ síbí báyìí fáwọn òjòsí ká lọ síbí kíní yẹn fáwọn òjòsí kíní yẹn dẹ̀ kúrú jáde none olódò títí wọn they come together they make this horrible plan and it takes just one person tí Ọlọ́run máa lò Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ máa lo ẹni yẹn á dẹ̀ tú gbogbo àṣírí wọn.
Evil mind honestly irú ẹ̀ nìyẹn yìí.
I'm telling you, mommy.
You come and lift one finger. A
life was lost for us to know that people's minds are twisted now. I mean, people's minds are hardened and wicked now.
I mean, myself, wọ́n ní Rikishi pa wọ́n pọ̀ wọ́n jọ mi ṣọ̀rẹ́. Rikishi is actually ọ̀tẹ̀.
Yeah.
Rikishi pa wọ́n pọ̀. What? No, not here. Ohun tó pa yín pọ̀ ló máa tú yín ká. Ohun tó pa yín pọ̀ ló máa tú yín ká o. Rikishi pa yín pọ̀ ẹjọ́ mi ṣọ̀rẹ́ o. So nǹkan tó pa wọ́n pọ̀ yẹn òun náà ló máa tú wọn ká because it is not of God, it is not of the Lord. Dúró lórí òótọ́ and Ọlọ́run kò ṣe àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ míì tí mo ti sọ láti last year pé òótọ́ might walk slowly ó máa bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ slowly but when the truth finally catches up dọ́gbòrò òbá kò ní dá fáyé onírọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ máa scatter me everywhere máa burst and that is what is happening now. But rather than for them to learn, they are still not learning. Wọ́n ń pè ní ọwọ́ agbára. Tẹ́lẹ̀ ńkọ́, Ọlọ́run lóhun ń defend èèyàn, ẹ̀nà ń lọ ọwọ́ agbára. Agbára wo ló tágbára Ọlọ́run? Ẹ máa play o, more na dey play. Yeah, all playing, okay? Ọwọ́ agbára ni lóòótọ́. Àbí TNM, ṣé kò ń ṣọwọ́ agbára ni? Ọwọ́ agbára ni.
Ọwọ́ agbára ni o. They come together, they lie. Petron wá tún jáde yẹn tó sọ má bínú jáde mo ní ìfìfà. Á tún jáde níbi tó ti ń tàbí ẹ̀mọ́ ní irọ́ lòun ò tiẹ̀ pa nílé ayé o. Are you for real, mister?
Ẹni tó ní ọ̀pẹ òun tó dẹ̀ tó léèyàn kan ló kọ̀ pé òun ó dẹ̀ ń sọ
láti ìgbàgbé ẹnìkan tó mọ̀ pé this man was when he talked about going to NM. Naira Marley. This man will say, I. He never used the word we. Kò tiẹ̀ sọ bí ìgbà tó pé wà àti ìyá ọmọ yẹn ó sọ bí ìgbà tó pé ìyá ọmọ yẹn is not in the picture at all.
It
was until the full video came out. It was until the full video came out and we saw the mother, one leg on the floor. Don't bear Naira Marley. This man kept using the word I. Why did you In the inception from the get-go.
Ṣé bó fẹ́ relegate ìyá Mohbad ni from the get-go. Josie never came out to even say that the mother exists. Initially, it was Uncle Mini. I don't know if anybody remember that video. Ọ̀rẹ́ náà kọ̀ pé mí, wọ́n ní kinní kan. He never mentioned that it was the wife. He never mentioned it was the wife.
Yeah, the initial time he didn't mention her. He didn't want people to know that he had a mom.
He did not. This man took this woman out of this equation. Took her out. He said that he never wanted this woman to exist.
Let me tell you all, there's no other reason.
He did all he could to
Sherry, there's no other reason. Mommy, there's no any other reason than because Josie just wanted to be the center of focus, the center of attraction. He wanted to be the one that people would relate with, commiserate with, you know, and all that money. He knew that, oh,
that is true.
I'm telling you, there's no other reason. Or see any other reason. Because if it wasn't a motive, why wouldn't you come out and say things as they were? Kòkúkú ṣe pé bóyá wọ́n ló da tó yẹn tá a bá ní bí mo ṣe wà educated tó bí mo ṣe pọ̀ tó mi ìfẹ́ kàn mọ̀ pé that's the type of woman that I married. Ìwọ gan fúnra rẹ̀, you're just a bloody carpenter. Bọ̀rọ̀ lọ dash. Ó ní kò tiẹ̀ tún ṣe carpenter or carpenter.
Your husband dey work for mortuary.
It's not like you were somewhere high up there. I don't know if anybody relates to what I'm saying. You know, if you were a man that was high up there, you may want to like keep that type of woman in the background. And when I say type, I don't mean it as an insult. I put it in quotes.
Not in a derogatory manner.
Yes. I put that type in quotes, like, okay, fẹ́ kàn rí ìyá Mohbad. In fact, ìyá Mohbad gan tún fọ́ ẹ.
Ó dájọ́ ẹ lọ.
Ó fọ́ ẹ in every way.
Dájọ́ ẹ lọ. Ó lọ máa jẹ́ kí ìyà jẹ wá.
There was no other reason why he was hiding that information about Mohbad's mom. And
a woman that can go to neighbor's
he was
room
trying
and be
to
coming out
prevent
in the middle of the night.
what turned out, what played out eventually. Because people got to know that the mother was alive, and the mother was standing by.
These people are evil, and God Almighty, I pray that these people will taste of this
normally
pain.
people will go and visit the wife because this diabetes, you lost a child.
But that evil thing that you are doing to Papa Mohbad, castigating this night. You will lose your glorious children so that you will know how it
even all this public
people must taste it.
Whether it's sweet or not, so that they'll be seeking justice for your enemy. You know, any of those high-ranking people. Ṣé family ìgbà tí kíní kú ṣe bí nítorí yẹn kò níyàwó ni.
Ṣé mọ̀ pé nǹkan tó tún wá dùn máa yẹn sí ni like this woman, you know, she, you know, people kept going to her.
And not for her now.
And not him.
He said it like. What's she doing there? In that audio, that's their telephone conversation. He mentioned it to her that she's supposed to be by him. She's supposed to be with him and not where she was. And there was no other reason than because of money. And Mohbad's mom said it now, that he also said, shebi wọ́n náà ti ń pawó, wọ́n ṣà ń fún wọn náà lówó, òun náà fẹ́ pawó tòun. Ẹ wá sọ ọmọ kú, ẹ wá sọ
ó sọ the business.
Kò ti sọ pé investment òun ni tẹ́lẹ̀.
Ó sọ the business.
Ó sọ náà. Only investment òun ni.
Na boy pikin, if you use am do business, e no concern
you.
Because na mama no use una take do business.
Tó bá òun kò sí ọmọ ẹ̀, tó bá òun kò máa sọ ọmọ ẹ̀ ni. But justice for me is just for Wunmi to walk freely, to be able to go wherever and whenever she wants to go.
Make she dey waka,
with her child. For justice for me is Wunmi to be at peace. For Liam to start nursery and, you know, live his life like every other child. No, what do you call it? No, that's this word I'm looking for. Kutiwa.
Go find dictionary.
That will be attached to his name. Let this boy just grow up like every other innocent
My sister,
Nigerian child.
if you are saying this, the thing is, they can't stop what God has started.
That's justice for me, because for me, it's like he's taking, maybe because I'm human, it's taking too long, because Mama Ope, for this mother and child to be in a place for 9 months.
People are thinking about that. You're not thinking about Mohbad. That somebody was giving
for 9 months. It's not easy.
People are wicked.
Bọ́lá ń ṣe máa fi gba 9 years lọ́wọ́ oníkálukú wọn.
Now we go collect them from una hand. You go collect una glorious children.
Ọmọ kékeré tó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé tí ọkọ ẹ̀ kú wá jẹ́ pé nǹkan tí wọ́n fi sọ fún nìyẹn. Justice for me, justice for me is for that girl to come out of all this.
Imagine what they are saying.
Standing up like head
what
up
about
high.
Mohbad?
No, Mago, no, nothing.
What about Mohbad? Is Mohbad not human being?
Live layer.
Is Mohbad not human being?
To fẹ́ di as you know, because they call her mama.
Should be walking free.
Mama of immunization. She can't be the godmother of that. That is justice for me. So
justice for me is for you people to taste of it. All your glorious children.
For me,
you understand?
Even
like
justice you put aside, but
to taste of this.
While I share your sentiments too, I will just add that because but that's my own personal feeling. I don't get attached to body. I am more of a soul spirit person. So as far as I'm concerned, the spirit is. If I go to market now, I buy perfume. No matter how much I love the perfume, I would discard the pack. It's only the perfume I would use. So I work, but that's like I said, it's my own outlook, my own point, my opinion. Maybe what I would have done. I mean, you want to eat it? Have a barbecue.
Finish. Yes, so
anytime I need, anytime and every time I am communicating.
To work freely. That's
you know, Omawumi and her husband, they were very close. So even if she wants to hear his voice, I'm telling you, if she sets it as intention, and she would hear the voice. But I understand human sentiment. Oh, this is the final resting place for the son, and okay, for her too. Other than that, and that's why the way I would put it, if it makes her feel better, if it gives her a kind of closure, knowing that this is really laid to rest, if it makes her okay, then she should go for it. Otherwise, not because I don't respect the person of Mohbad that we are all, you know, requesting, seeking justice for, or that has brought all of us out. But the fact that I just know that the soul is gone. And if Josie wants to be silly with the carton, that's the container, you can keep the container. Any of course.
Madam, may all your children turn to container tonight. May you keep your container with you. May all your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren. Jesus, may them become container with you.
Pé kí nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ kó yẹ pé ọmọ yẹn wọn ò ní sí wọn ní ṣe nǹkan kan láì ṣe pé bóyá
Papa Sylvester kept his son for more than 2 years. Up there. Papa Sylvester kept his son for more than 2 years. Diabetes, may it happens to you. May you keep your containers. Your children will come to your containers.
What you said about Omomi and Liam and for all of this to go away. Yeah, I feel that way. However, I know that Kosiboshelewukori, they are going to be fine. I trust absolutely in God that they will be fine.
They will be fine. Baba will be
just like fine. God said, the Egyptians you see today, you will see no more. Them no more. So, and I'm telling you, before you know, that's the way God will clear everything. God will clear everything.
Diabetes, Abi, what is your name? Diabetes. May your children turn to containers, whether alive or not. May they turn to containers in your hands. May they turn to containers in your hands.
I know that God is still at work. God is at work. Bobo Iloni Ọlọ́run ló mú mi bọ̀. Ènìyàn sọ pé mo pẹ́. Ọlọ́run lóhùn ò pẹ́ rí o. Olóore àjẹpẹ́. Ọlọ́run ò pẹ́ rí, ó kàn máa ń pẹ́ lójú àwa ni. But I know that everything that is happening is God's way of preparing Omomi for that destination that He has assigned for her. So táwa bá rò pé àwọn ọmọ ìtí ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ school tọ́lọ́run dẹ̀ ni kó tí ń ṣe Naija gan lòun fẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ ti kàwé. Ṣé tí Liam bá wà ní abroad ṣó máa ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ school kéde? Kò lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣì ń gbá tí yẹ bá bí báyìí gan 2 years ni. Tí yẹ bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ ó kàn lè máa gbé lọ sí child care ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn child minder. So in that regards, he's not losing anything. Bàbá dẹ̀ fọwọ́ rẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ fi bring gbogbo wọ́n tí gbogbo àgbáyé everybody stood up. Because of your selfish ends, your selfish self.
Were you people really stood up for him?
Iyì tí bàbá yẹn ò bá máa jẹ. Àkọlé tí bàbá yẹn ò bá máa gbà. Because ká ní bí ọmọ ẹ ṣe kú yẹn, ìwọ náà ló kúkú padà lọ sí. So tó bá ti jẹ́ kí àwọn tó tiẹ̀ ṣe tó ṣe àti tó bá jà àti tó ṣe gbẹ̀, at one point they were scared because of how people came out. They were scared. All of a sudden they be what to be bàbá. Thank you, Ṣadéọlá. Ó dẹ̀ ní wo rí kankan tó wrong. Kẹ̀kẹ́ Fáráò àti àwọn ọmọ ogun. Ó dẹ̀ ní wo rí kankan tó ń ṣe tó wrong. Ibẹ̀ lẹ́lòmíì gan ti hands up pé bàbá tó bí ọmọ ẹ̀ tó sọ pé òun ò rí nǹkan kan kí wàá ní ìjà tó òun wá ń jà fún. And people started moving on from there. Ó wá gbé yẹn lẹ̀, ó wá fèsì ìyàwó ọmọ ẹ̀. Ó fèsì ìyàwó ọmọ ẹ̀ pé sẹ́ wàá bá tátọ́ délẹ̀, wàá bá kọ́lẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ẹ̀ mọ̀ kó tó ti fáwọn ọmọ yẹn. Ṣé ẹ rí? I keep saying this thing. Látorí blessing, títí dé Mohbad, títí dé àdúrà. Ẹ mọ̀ pé this man never loved these 3 children because of the hatred he has for their mother. I'm telling you, Josie doesn't love any child.
Is you that love your husband now?
But hatred
is you that love your husband?
Say why gbogbo ìtí Mohbad ń ṣe pé my daddy Mohbad he was looking for that love, that fatherly love, like okay, let me do something to make this man proud, let me do something validation just yes. So it wasn't like this guy was just looking for something to make this man happy.
So if before you don't love your father
because if it takes man mo pe man he hate àwọn ọmọ yẹn.
Just like you hate your own children.
Tí èèyàn tó sọ pé òun jà fún ẹ. Tó dẹ̀ jáde tó dẹ̀ ṣépè fún àdúrà. Ìwọ máa ló bí àdúrà. Ká tiẹ̀ fún àdúrà. Ó support Wùnmí kò yẹ kó support Wùnmí. Ọ̀tọ̀ ọmọ ẹni. Èèyàn kan wá ń jáde pé ó yẹ kó fi ìkọ̀kọ̀ sí ẹ̀.
Ẹ dákun. Because you know how they spread word. TNM doesn't mean pé kò yẹ kí àdúrà support ọmọ Wùnmí o. She's only saying that.
Just saying.
She's just only saying, even if Josie felt that he was not supposed to.
He was not supporting him and he was supporting Wùnmí. But at the end of the day, Adura is your son.
And that should have been a wake-up call to him to examine his ways.
Why didn't you come out and say, hey, lady, I know you're fighting for me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Or I appreciate it. Can you please? All those classes. Can you?
Okay, look at when...
Hold on.
Sorry. When Karima came out.
Thank you.
Láti ní Mohbad. The wife quickly came out and did a disclaimer.
He loved her husband.
Ṣé kò gbé àwa gan ní ìdáàbò gbà ẹ̀ tọ́ ni ó bù wá adẹ̀ní kan fílẹ̀ ó tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn bẹ́ẹ̀. She said I know you own.
The family ṣe pàtàkùrò ọkọ àtìyàwó ni wọ́n o. A máa sọ ọmọ títí ẹ̀ jẹ́.
Your child.
Wọ́n wá ń jáde ó dẹ̀ búlí ọmọ ó sì búlí ọmọ ẹ̀ di bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Ó dẹ̀ sọ pé ìwọ bàbá ẹ̀. You did not come out to tell them off, to condemn their actions. Mo sorry o, irú bàbá mi ò lè dáríjì o.
Ẹ má worry Josie. Josie ti láwọn ọmọ 1 million lórí internet.
Yes, we are his children.
Ṣé àwọn tó ti ń ṣépèlé?
We are his
children. Ṣé àwọn ọmọ tó ti ń ṣépèlé?
The biggest mistake of his life is so bloody cold today. I don't know what kind of weather is this. Shame on.
Ọkọ tó ní the British dẹ̀ ló wo wà religious gbogbo ló mọ̀. But the truth is, when I hear all these things,
lady, you are a diabetes.
You know a lot of these things.
Yes, you see, maybe I don't know if it's cognitive or whatever. You know, when I hear these things, they just...
You sound like somebody who spent time with her grandparents more than her parents.
And I did not. Funny enough.
Because of the parents who can write, grandparents who can write.
And maybe because I have a wider exposure, you know. I've got wider exposure and I'm someone who is curious and I relate things to things. But
you just see the way I know the way he does it. Man, mess up big time.
Hosanna today, crucify him tomorrow. The mouth of the people are so sure they hate you today. They will
Mohbad. That guy's voice is unbelievable. Kí ló dé tó ohun wọn máa jọra gan.
Mọ̀kọ́ tó wá sọ ni wọ́n ní nǹkan tó promise ẹ̀ nìyẹn ipe tó bá ti support àwọn tó fún
I said there was somebody even threatening him. So I saw somebody threatening him to buy him. Ṣé wọ́n ya wèrè láwọn èjì ọmọ Ìkòròdú nìyẹn o. I'm going to get to that ọmọ Ìkòròdú. Ìwọ tí nǹkan kan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí àdúrà, I have your recording. I'm going to tell him. Just be ready. And go ṣẹlẹ̀ sí God for that threat.
Wọ́n ní nǹkan tó promise ẹ̀ nìyẹn ipe tẹ́gbọ́n ẹ̀ bá ti pa ẹ́. Akọ̀dẹ̀ máa gbórin ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ jáde ni pé báwo lòun ṣe máa jọra tó máa jọra débi kíní kan.
Wọ́n ti jọra.
Are you okay?
Honestly, it happens. It happens. My youngest sister, if you don't see me start because I'm taller than her, looks, everything. Voice, the day her son met me, the first time her son met me, say, my God, you sound so much like my mom. I said, my sister now, kidney sounds so much like my mom. Me. That's what I told him. So she's my sister. Because he wasn't sure. He didn't see her in the morning. He was looking for her. Then he heard me talking. He came in. Oh, I thought it was my mom. I said, no, it's me. So you can imagine. Oh my God, this is too much. God has a reason for everything.
And instead of Josie, the ọmọ tó yẹ kí Josie ti mú mọ́ra.
Josie gan lóhùn wọn, ohùn màmá wọn náà ní ẹ bá máa dá
lóhùn. Èmi ò máa so ohun. Mo ní ọmọ tó yẹ kí Josie mú mọ́ra kó máa support. Kó máa support.
You know why? Let me tell you why he did that. Ó ti mọ̀ pé bọ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀ máa take over ni. Wọ́n bó ṣe fẹ́ ṣe ni ó fẹ́ block.
No, to start with, why Josie did all he did was because he expected Adura to support him in his issue.
Yes.
You were trying to...
No, he can't. He couldn't have. He couldn't have. It's not possible.
As a father, you are supposed to show your child the right path, the right way. You didn't do that. Rather, you are trying to instigate him against his brother's wife. See, ṣé ẹ fẹ́ sọ fún mi pé kò níjọ́ tí Àdúrà àti Ọmọ́wùnmí tó máa ti jọ ní misunderstanding?
Of course, they will now.
Do you want to tell me that it is everything that Ọmọ́wùnmí has been doing that Àdúrà will be happy with before the brother passed?
Yeah.
You know, because while Mohbad was alive, yes, they would have had one or two things that they are not satisfied about each other. But even at that, he did not still believe that it's enough reason for him to pull the wicked path his father was trying to delay or put him through. And that's the only, that's one of the things that Josie was mad at Adura for.
That your outside husband is mad.
That was it. Josie that called his wife and said, "Kajo fún ọmọ yẹn gbé. Kajo fún."
Can you imagine?
And people are still,
can you imagine?
And people are still supporting and following that man. Bọ́lọ́run ṣe ń bẹ tó dẹ̀ wà láyé. Wọ́n á fún gbogbo yín gbẹ láì. Wọ́n máa fún yín gbẹ. Ṣé bí wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fún yín?
Wọ́n ti fún wọn gbẹ.
Igò ríṣù náà tọ́ náà yẹ
wọ́n ti fún bẹ́ẹ̀ gọ́kùnrin rántí àti máa tíǹtì irun mọ́. Kò dá irun kò ti kọ́kọ́. And he's looking very old. I looked at him and I said, you see this man is 54, 55? Oh no. It's looking like he's 70-something. Insomnia is sweating.
I don't know.
So easy.
That was not how he was looking before when his sons by.
Age, like, in fact, fast, Goni, fast.
Because do you know how he sleeps? You know, and these people, these evil people,
they are still pushing him.
I heard one woman saying one day that the only way he can make us happy is for him to get Adura arrested. I said, arrested war with it.
I heard it.
You heard it too. Thank you. And in my mind, I said, I believe Yahweh for him to arrest his son for you. I don't share it. Almost she arrested for your
me.
Arrest his son. Police station. I get it, but
what the ABC come back there, what the ABC come back there, what would arrest ọmọ yẹn?
Nítorí èlò tẹ̀ ń fún. Kò ní dá fún gbogbo ọ̀sùn tí ò bá ń sùn.
Òun náà ti fún ilé kan ní Zochu Bazu. Kì í bá yín.
Máa pa mí ẹ̀yìn pípù yìí o.
See, people are using Baba Gushi to be oppressing us. Don't worry. The justice of God will intervene. You understand? The justice of God will intervene. You keep on using oppressing us now.
Ṣé òwò wèrè? Ṣé òsì wí? Ọlọ́pàá kó everybody tí ẹ máa ta. Mo ní nísìnyí. Ìyá Mohbad ṣe mọ nǹkan tó the right thing to do. Gbogbo ètò ìdákẹ́ yẹn wù.
I'm so happy. I am so happy for her, honestly, because Honestly, she's been. A lot of women go through these things. Only God knows.
There's a Bible verse for Mohbad's mother too, and it says, "Shall the captivity of Zion be set free?" That's Mohbad's mother is that captive of Zion. She's the captive. Josie was Zion. But God said,
Now you also have to maybe Zion.
káwọn kọ́kọ́ ṣe eré ọwọ́ ó ní ìyá yóò ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ sí i gbogbo wọn ní alọ́ wọn ní alọ́ ẹ̀ lọ ahọ́n ẹ̀ mo ní táwọn bá lọ ṣé ọwọ́ náà tún lọ ni òun gan tiẹ̀ jẹ́ ń turú rẹ ní báyẹn wàá dìgbà jùlù ìtọ́ máa yọ lẹ́nu ẹ̀ ni.
You are happy
so
that
happy for her, honestly.
her son just cried. She's not asking for what by her son.
I'm telling you, this is just one of the stories that we know.
tó ti ń jáde tó ti wà vocal pé even Josie go ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà náà ọ̀ra ó ní ẹgbẹ́ kó jókòó níwájú òun Josie lè ṣe ni.
I respect her around Mama Mohbad because
Kẹ́rì Josie tó bá ní òkè o kán pé òun àti òun kan wà ní yàrá kan ó máa melt ni gbogbo ètò ìdílé sọ̀rọ̀.
Josie tó pàdé ní zone 2 tọ́lọ́pàá gan ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ọmọ òun ní bàbá ọkọ rẹ̀ ṣe
So now you go make like ice cream.
Ó ń avoid mi bàjẹ́. Gbogbo kan yín sọ pé petition mi lè ṣó lè dúró mi tí mi bá ó mọ̀ pọ̀.
Ó bí Wumi.
Ó náà mọ̀ náà.
Ajẹ́ kékeré ó bí Wumi. Ice cream. Wumi wey be ice cream.
Wọ́n nà ní ọ̀ṣọ́ lè ṣe
rẹ̀. Your husband go mix. Maybe now your husband
because of some idiot miscreants.
And for the avoidance of doubt, it's not because of Omomi man, but because he knows that Omomi is saying the truth and has the truth.
Yeah. What has she said?
Everything.
Yeah, and don't forget.
What has she said?
Omowumi and Mohbad are like 5 and 6. What you work for so long, so she knows everything. She knows everything. There's nothing to tell her.
And that's why I'm putting it to you for free. You know when this man said, Mohbad's phone, Emma Gentoyin, ó ti mọ̀ pé gbogbo àṣírí òun wà ní phone yẹn. And that was why he was saying Mohbad's phone.
Oh yeah.
Look at narrative.
Because ó ti mọ̀ pé tó bá pé phone yẹn tẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ni bọ̀ ìtọ́ náà fi dùn lọ Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí phone yẹn tẹ̀ lọ́wọ́.
Una no go tell better. Baba secret dey sell for wetin secret dey do for inside pikin phone.
My sweetheart. My sugar.
Baba Mohbad secret dey sell mobile phone.
You know when this thing started, happy belated here.
Yes, he's here. He's asking me a question.
In the comments, so tell him I'm praying for you. That's it. May God continue to give you many more years of albarka. Yes.
Hey, mommy, I've been. This house.
On behalf of my darling.
Àti gbọ́ yín. Kí ló dé?
Èèyàn kọ́kọ́
rí
Now, love, I love loyal wife.
Oh, shit.
Menene.
What I'm saying is that this thing when we started, of course, I've never been so worried on a matter that doesn't really directly affect me.
Maybe not really suffer at that time. I see you don't call me anymore.
I will call her as her. What is happening? I was so worried, honestly. I was so worried, honestly. These people scared me. Because I've never seen so much animosity in my life. Kí ni èèyàn máa ṣe fún yín tó yìí? Kí ni títí yín bẹ̀?
Lenny, do you know where I became so worried for her? Was when we told this girl went for all-night service.
Attack her, Abi?
Yes. You know,
that scared me. Then the day she came out crying, I could not control myself. That day, everything was, I couldn't even do anything. Kí la fẹ́ ṣe nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ìbá? Kí ló dé gangan náà? That day, honestly, I wasn't myself. I started thinking, kí lèèyàn fẹ́ ṣe? On this matter, tani mi pè? Hey, God help me.
Karimo say her sister is no money. You people are just crazy.
I've never thought in my life
who attacked her? Okay, the night that Karimo said they wanted to go and attack her. The person that said they have bought me, come and take your trophy. Who is not?
Sam Larry àti kìnìún kan náírà má lè ní sí ló ṣe ń sọ yẹn. Stop the effort, Mister.
He was ready. Oh, you know when he says, you know, every time I think of that word, I'm thinking of him strangling her. That's why I thought, hey, I'll be worried that, hey, oh no, this man, I don't know. But may God not ever let anybody experience that kind of thing again.
Amen, no, a very big one, a very big amen to that. Adura Allah me. Adura Allah me.
Your husband is rather. Your husband is your son is so your father is so full.
And Tola is there today. One of the interviews she had with him, he said, believe he said yes.
But the same Tolani said the child was not him.
You didn't come out and say, okay.
The same Tolani
you are fighting for me. I know you want the best for me. At least, the son said it's not for Mohbad. That's what Tolani said to you didn't do that.
People are not. Why people analyzing Tolani?
That means Baba Oshi because tí o bá ṣe Baba Oshi ó yẹ kó mọ̀ pé ọmọ tó bá fẹ́ rìn
your father is Baba Oshi, your brother is Brother Oshi.
Balance.
Your brother, your son, your husband, your father-in-law, never Baba Oshi. All the men that came up from your generation, they are all
even Liam is not even bow-legged. Regardless,
even Mohbad go. Tẹ́ bá lọ wo àwọn ibi tí Mohbad ti wọ short. Ẹsẹ̀ Mohbad ò release. It's supposed straight.
Really straight, yeah.
So what are we saying?
Particularly, there is this picture of him walking at the airport. Just go and look at that one.
What are we saying?
A bit of a bowl.
A bit of a bowl. So
even his mom. I see a video where his mom was walking into the court during the when she was still going for the corona inquest.
No, those guys they took after their mom. Mohbad and his brother, they took after their mom.
So there's a mom.
In fact, carbon copy mommy.
So there is everybody their papa, their mama, and which one now? Okay, now carry and come for us. Boys, there is everybody their mama.
Only picture Mohbad
I saw a picture where Liam. In fact, when Liam was looking,
but when you really look at Liam properly,
somebody said it on.
Look at Kayode's children. They look like Kayode until it was not proven. Shut up,
I said, it's not me. It's some woman that saw it and said, Chauffeur George Josie Abikini Mori, the woman was making
because your children don't look
forbid
like
it. I forbid it.
He looks like Mohbad.
No, he looks like his father.
I said he looks like Mohbad.
He looks like his father.
No, I thought you made it look like Josie. Pictures. No, I was losing my mind there. I know you're talking about Josie.
Hello, I want pictures. Yeah, when he was younger. He looks like
He looks like Liam.
Liam, so
that Josie doesn't. He doesn't. There's no resemblance between Josie and those children.
you see,
I'm saying it too. I'm saying it too.
Don't let that. Without gainsaying, there was a point that Liam, you know, when a child is growing different
There are some times that you see a kind of resemblance coming from nowhere and disappear. Honestly, it happens. So there was this picture on Instagram. Not only one person, all of them say, Shakuri, if ọmọdé máa fẹ́ jọjọ sí, those people say,
but and I agree. Even me, I was like, Liam, stop Shebel. Not lọ gbé ojú Josie o. Yes. Korea, you can.
Yes, carry your house I was just having a good laugh on that day. They all went after Liam. Carry your house face.
Oh, they is your blood.
It's not his blood, you put your carry
Torí olè.
Your husband your husband I
celebrity.
Yes, he's a celebrity. He's a celebrity. Go and buy yourself. He's a celebrity.
You know,
buy yourself. He's a celebrity.
When I came up earlier and I was asking you guys that question, unfortunately I had a phone call and I had to leave. I'll tell you why. Yeah. Because as far as I'm concerned, when we are on Tammy's page, we are family. This is family. I don't know about how the next man feels, but I know that there are people here, if they don't see me for like 2 days, hey babes, what's up? Hey babes, what's up? You know, we all have our people we gravitate towards. But in the grand scheme of things, we are all one, standing together, fighting one cause. We are not saying don't investigate the crime. Our only beef is do not witch hunt his wife, his child,
and his son,
his mother, and his brother. If you don't do that, we'll even give you our support to look for what killed Mohbad. But until you continue, as long as you guys keep showing to us that this is what you want to do. I have been on various platforms today. I have the recordings. I just can't be bothered to play them. I am saying this now, and I pray that somebody is recording through the window, and I pray that somebody else on our show. Freedom, are you able to print? Are you able to record while I'm talking?
I don't know if you said or not.
If anybody on our own space able to record while I'm talking, let me just see if I can do it. So give me a second. Because I need, because I'm going to use it. I'm going to use that as a presentation somewhere. I'm doing it on purpose. You'll get the message by the time I get to the end. Hold on, let me just see. You'll get it. We joined. Let me start by I joined the Justice for Mohbad movement because a life had been cut short. In a matter of minutes, less than 3 days, all we heard was it was the wife paying for the wife's blood and every insult known to man. They put, and I say this hypothetically, they put Wunmi in the middle of the streets, stripped her naked, smeared her with mud, pushed her child around in the mud. Not for once did she think about covering her nakedness. What she thought about was covering the nakedness of Liam. Twice.
And her husband.
And her husband. Twice. Wunmi has come out upset and had a go. And that same thing was the curses laid on her and her child. I doubt she would have been bothered about the curses on her. It is the curses on the child.
Look at lies.
affect her and she has an outburst. Now
Don't that see
to
the
the
lies
people
you are
that
lying.
know me personally, I ask of you today, hold me to my word. Hold me. Somebody's mic is on and I'm echoing into my ear.
Hey, don't that. So now you they like this kind of lies so.
Somebody's echoing.
Women were thrown in
I think it's Coco. Coco, please, can you mute?
Ilẹ̀ ti ṣú. Àwa ti ń lọ sùn bẹ́ẹ̀. Ilẹ̀ ti ṣú.
She can't hear you.
Coco, ṣó lè pa kíní ẹ̀? Mic ẹ̀dẹ̀ ni.
Òjò ń rọ̀ ń ta.
Oh no.
Kò má jẹ́ kí Don Dada pa kíní ẹ̀ òjò mute. Torí Yorùbá tí Don Dada gbé wá yìí lágbára.
She doesn't know you are speaking. Oh. She can't hear you.
It's not Cindy, it's Coco A.
I know, but Cindy can message her on WhatsApp.
Okay, Cindy message her because she's talking, I'm losing my train of thought.
She can't hear you.
I think she's been
You
muted.
know this one?
No, she's been muted. I think someone has muted her, yeah. Yeah, so where was I? Can anybody remind me?
We were talking about Wumi still in all of it. She stood up for her son and her husband.
Yes,
and her husband.
Which husband?
Yeah, and those two times, that was a reflex action. It wasn't premeditated. A mother fighting for her child. That was what it was. Now, Mama Mohbad, a sensible woman, has lost one child. She's not willing to lose her grandchild. End of. 2.
And another one.
Adura is Mohbad's brother. And when you look into Adura's eyes, you see he is hurting. And when I say hurting, that boy is in pain. If he's standing by Wumi, there is a reason. But you see, what I will not stand back and look at is for them to continue to do this to these children.
Amen.
Quite a few of us, Wumi could be our daughter, Adura could be our baby son, Liam our grandchild, and women, men. You see, a long time my mom told me something. My mom said,
okay, that is small record you want
don't
to take
think
to the
when
embassy.
people die, the scavengers that come are men. They're mostly women. Women are worse scavengers. And it took me to Iyalolade. Iyalolade has already dreamt about how she's going to be living in Ileki. You know, so many dreams.
Lekki shake with everybody. I can't live in that Lekki.
The car that he said that they should park is originally supposed to be Joseph Aloba's car because he didn't know they were going to buy a car for him. But all that is irrelevant. You see me, there's one thing about me. I don't like stuff that doesn't have
action. Cup of water since you have been in Europe.
And I say boldly, this is the second time I'm going to say what I'm about to say. With no shame, no apologies. I don't need 1 naira. When I say I don't need 1 naira, I don't need 1 naira. If Wumi needs a lawyer, just for one part of, because as we all know, this case has different layers. It's like peeling an onion. Every time you peel one layer, you meet another one. You peel. If it is only for this lawyer to go and fight for her right to be able to bury Mohbad. The British. You know who I am. You know who I am. You know my face. You know everything about me as much as you can know. I am vouching that Wumi will not pay 15 naira. I will pay for the lawyer. If she wants to the powers that I'm going to talk to everybody I think that is power that be to let her converse with me. If she gives us the guarantee that auntie or mommy or whatever, my sign paper for lawyer, he's my lawyer, he can put in a case for me to take my husband's body to go and bury. Let us find closure. If they now put in an injunction, they'll go and talk about it in court. And court means money. Let us spend that money. And one of the reasons I am stressing that it is I, Don Dada, Wumi will not spend one kobo, talk less of 1 naira. 1 kobo. I will pay for it pro bono. I'm doing pro bono for Wumi, but I'm paying for it, if you guys understand what I mean. Now, this is my offer on the table. My second offer, I don't make these conversations too much. Let me wear my glasses. Is me still on the Habiba, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So you're
Habiba, you know the conversation I had with you about Titi, but I'll talk to you later. I know somebody there that can move mountains. I have tried to keep my peace, but you see, if you're fighting for a cause, you use all your resources. However, I'm going to be very honest on the reasons why I hesitated. There's one thing about me. I am not a hypocrite, and I will never be a hypocrite. Since I joined this platform, it became home. People can piss you off. You walk away, you cool down, you come back, keep it moving. Sometimes people piss you off, you have a conversation about it, and you let it go. I don't believe in idle chatter, especially when it's being done behind my back. It's not my style. I find it very childish, juvenile. That's on that. I'm putting the offer out there. Anybody that wants to take it to Wumi, let her know. She will not pay a dime. This is one move that if Wumi makes, the dynamics of this case is going to change. I have spoken to sons. I have spoken to barristers. I have spoken. Look, even the pathologist report, I got a letter today. Somebody else has read it. Yeah?
I think you should have that conversation with Tammy.
Okay.
Like behind closed doors.
I did try to call her, but she didn't pick up. About 2 weeks ago, I did try to call her.
Oh.
And most times this day when I come online, she's not here. That's what I'm saying. So if you guys see her, you can tell her. Because we kind of, our schedules these days don't seem to meet.
For Nigeria, wife will go
It's just been put out
bury
there.
in
And I'll tell you why I'm more concerned about it now.
If you do us, don't that's what is your
These people are like a bear with a sore head. They will look for somebody to use as a scapegoat because it's 4-0. So I heard Mr. Dawa warn people to be careful about what they say. And I say this again, especially to the people who show their faces. You never know what will take you to Nigeria. And you don't want to go and be doing this in Nigeria, police station, to sleeping in a cell and all that. You don't want to.
Okay, I see the fear.
Call me a coward. I am a coward.
You are
I will not show my face. I show my face to the people I trust.
Don't worry, you don't show your face, but people know your voice. Forget story.
Because
you know what?
we're doing the same things in circles. We're going around in circles.
Scared?
Let's throw one chess pot. Let's see what's going to happen. Because if there's something I'm certain of, Joseph Aloba knows that Liam is his son, and he is playing for the gallery. And he keeps doing this to drag it out for them to pay money out. Now, with the case that is on us now, if they pick up any of our people, we need a lawyer on ground that they can call, and he will be there. You know that these are the things we need to talk about, and it is very important because Allah Mamua, these people have shown us how evil. I watched something on Abefe Owosha stuff, and I could actually, if I was in a cartoon, I would see the brain cells leaving my head. What is DNA? And the 10, and when you go to the 10 and the 10, I said, that's what I was hearing. You know, we're dealing with stark illiterates that came to England, to the Western world and think they're all that and a bag of chips. Paparino calls himself an educated man. You sit in front of the camera eating like you're a starved Somalian refugee.
Show your camera so
in
that
your one room.
we'll see how you.
You
Okay.
know,
How many rooms
at
do you
this
sleep?
point, there has to be some action
If
plan.
you have a building, how many rooms
We
do you
have
sleep?
done very well,
Done
and
that.
respect to every
How
single
many rooms do you
person.
sleep in your
If it is
apartment?
only the comment
It's living
section,
in one
I
room.
raise my hand to you guys. But there comes a time when we really have to ask ourselves, where is the next direction? Every day on the internet and do this? We can't. We now have to safeguard our people. So I will send a message to Tammy. I'll send a message to
You understand, ma? God bless
to
you.
Abefe. I'll send one to Mr. Dawa, the British, me. I'll CC you guys in, and then we can come together and make a decision. Because none of our people will sleep in a cell because we don't talk carelessly. But it is always, prevention is always better than cure, if you get what I mean. They're hurt. They would do anything now to destroy us. But the difference between us and them, darkness can never, ever conquer light. You guys, they call us injustice. If we are injustice because we don't want you to bully a widow, we don't want you to smear a king, we don't want you to smear a child, you do this and you call us anti-justice. It made me realize that a lot of you need to go back to school because you don't know how to use your words and utensils. But for me, my people, I will pay the lawyer. Personally, I don't need no donations. I will pull every connection I have. But we got to do something. We have to
woman
speak
bury
to
her
women.
husband in Nigeria except the
She
family
is
of
the
husband.
next of kin. These people keep talking gibberish about Joseph Alaba being the next of kin. He's not. Wumi and Liam are the next of kin. Let them do what they have to do. So, my guys, I need your input back just for me to see. Maybe I'm being too sensitive. So please, if you could just tell me your views so I know. Thank you very much, guys.
Your family are suffering. Your mother is still going to the farm to go and root cassava. You want to get lawyer for Wumi? Walk by Mohbad, you cannot find it.
Yeah, like I said, what I will say is still what I will
Thank God
say.
I'm on this live video.
Like, there are some conversations which we would have them behind closed doors.
Okay.
And if I'd been aware earlier, I would have just said, okay, let's have a 3-way calls or 4-way calls or 5-way calls or even 50-way calls so that we can discuss this behind closed doors and not up here. But we'll still do that. We will do that.
We know where you people are going to.
And that's just what I would say right now. Right now.
Why are people in a hurry to bury somebody's son that is not your own? Why are you in a hurry? I thought you said Wumi has already buried her husband. Why are you guys in a hurry? So in Nigeria, women don't they bury husband? Hey, not people know here for Nigeria. Oh. I never hear this one before. Oh. When I lost my father, my mother was not even there. I've never heard of this before. Don't dada. As people are planning, it will be scattering. Why are you hiding with me? Let her come and speak to the world. What happens to her husband? People are not asking her what happened. You are just hiding her. People should bring her out. Thank God you use your mouth now. You are a lawyer. That's why you say you are going to do a pro bono for her. You understand?